Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Rebecca and today I am going to share with you how we are having a seafood fest at home. Because for the second week in a row, my dad has bailed on me on going to a festival 5 minutes from his house. And so instead of whining about it or just going without him, we decided to just stay home and make our own seafood fest. So I'm going to share with you what we picked up from the grocery store and how we're going to put it all together to make our own seafood fest at home. So the first thing we picked up are these seafood stuffed mushrooms. Honestly, I'm not sure what is in them. It was next to like the Home Chef section in Kroger. Chris saw them and he's like, oh, stuffed mushrooms, and looked at it. It said seafood stuffed mushrooms. We said, well, that's meant to be because we're having our own seafood fest at home. Picked up some lobster meat. This is just like, you know, the claw meat, the body meat, all the meat from the lobster already cooked and broken up. And we're gonna actually make some lobster mac and cheese using this Bonza shells and white cheddar. This has a ton of protein and fiber. Now this is not an like optimal source of protein, but it's definitely a good vegan source for protein, and it's gluten-free, and that's why we like it. This brand is just really good for a gluten-free option. It just does not, to me, like taste any different than regular pasta. So they have like a lot of options now, and like rice pasta and all this stuff, but this one just seems to have a great texture. Also picked up a couple salads. I'm not sure which one we're actually going to eat today. Either we'll have one today and the other will go for salads this week, but I love this Greek salad. The dressing's really good and delicious. Adding some tomatoes to that makes that yum. And then I've never seen this before. Have you seen the Mexican Caesar kit? This has paprika. It has like a Mexican Caesar dressing. So I'm kind of leaning towards this one today because I really want to try it. And then we're also going to make a big batch of greens. We love greens, and why not have greens today? This whole bag will cook down pretty well. This will actually end up being a couple meals for the week, so this will be some meal prep as well. And then picked up some mayo. If I'm buying store-bought mayo, I do like the Sir Kensington. I'm just not into the flavor of the avocado oil mayo. Now this is made with sunflower oil. I was going to make my own mayonnaise because I like using grapeseed oil to make my own mayonnaise, but with everything that we're doing today, I'm just having a shortcut, and this is my shortcut. Also picked up a lemon because we're having lots of seafood and you need lemon. We picked up some California garlic rubbed smoked salmon, and basically I'm going to make a dip, so that's why I got the mayonnaise to mix with the salmon, a couple seasonings, and then we'll have some tortilla chips and cucumber on the side. And then this bag here are some shrimp, and these are the colossal ones, but they really don't look that big, but they'll be good enough for us to have bacon wrapped shrimp. So at the festival they have a dish usually that's bacon wrapped shrimp with a mango salsa. So I've already made salsa, and we have mango from Sam's, so I'm just going to chop up the mango, mix it in with the salsa, and then that will be a nice little dish. Picked up some butter because I'm not sure if we have any. Dexter loves to eat butter when I accidentally leave it out on the counter after making eggs, so we didn't want to run out. And then picked up 2 pounds of the snow crab legs. Honestly, I like getting the king crab legs because they're so much easier to eat, but this is what they would have at the festival, so that's what we're doing here. So we have, again, crab legs and butter, basically, bacon wrapped shrimp with mango salsa, salmon dip with cucumbers and tortilla chips, lobster mac and cheese, seafood stuffed mushrooms, our greens, and a salad. And this is going to be like lunch and dinner. Stick around and I'll share with you how we're putting it all together. So we are just wrapping the shrimp with this Applegate bacon, which by the way, I've never got this brand. Have you tried this brand? I obviously don't know how it tastes yet, but a lot of people like it. And so Chris is just doing what, half a slice?
Half a slice.
Half a slice of bacon, wrapping around the shrimp. Putting on these cool skewers that our friends got us for Christmas one year. All of the shrimp have been wrapped with the bacon. We have our shells right here, which I'm actually going to put in this bag. I save all of my seafood shells to make seafood stock that I like to then make like a clam or lobster chowder with. I do that with extra veggies, all my meat bones as well. I think I've shared my beef bone broth before, maybe not, maybe stick around if you were interested in seeing that. I'm gonna season the shrimp with this barbecue rub that I made myself. I will link the recipe below. It just has, you know, salt, pepper, garlic, onion, some paprika, coconut sugar, and some other things in it. So I'm just gonna season this up and let Chris grill it. I need to get one of those like shakers and stuff, but for now, you just put it in your palm and use the best tools in the kitchen, as Rachel Ray says. Truly, they're the best tools all around. Bacon wrapped shrimp from the grill master himself. So I'm going to chop up the mango, add it to the salsa, and guys, that's it. Mango salsa to serve with the bacon wrapped shrimp. Okay, so we've got our bacon wrapped shrimp with the mango salsa on the side. And honestly, I just like to eat it together, like take, you know, like a bite of the shrimp, a little bit of the salsa, and kind of mix it together. And then just a little bit of lemon on the shrimp themselves. And by the way, a nice trick for cutting up your lemons or limes is to actually take the whole lemon or lime and roll it out. It basically massages it and starts to get the juices flowing, and it's easier to like squeeze once you like slice it and everything. What do we have in here? Woo! Wow. So Chris decided to grill the mushrooms, and they're basically like a grilled bake. He's not really trying to char them or sear them, just put them on the back row and just let them heat through. So we usually will take Taylor to all the bounce houses and stuff at the festivals, which honestly we weren't going to do that this year because, you know, COVID. So we have our own little trampoline back here, and we'll just call this the bounce house. So it's actually working out rather nicely. And Desi. So these were really good flavor-wise. It's just a lot of stuffing compared to the mushroom. These don't have a lot of mushroom, but the stuffing is really good. Well, it tastes actually like stuffing. Like I can taste the sage in there. It also has rice and panko breadcrumbs. Honestly, can't tell what seafood it is. It's probably just some crab, but it's actually really good. It's just like too much stuffing for me, you know? So Taylor just made us hot chocolate. Look at these cute little sticks that she made with bananas, cherry, and her Rice Krispie treats. So good. Every time I get in the kitchen, then she wants to create her own little creation in the kitchen, huh? And actually I'm getting ready to do a Trader Joe's haul, so that's why this is sitting there. So be sure to check that out. That should be coming out in a few days. So I just took one cucumber, and it's actually the last cucumber I think from our garden. It does not look too good. We may get a couple more, I'm not sure, but I peeled the cucumber and then I sliced it up into mini slices to put it on my platter. And then I just took the smoked salmon from the grocery store, and it's the kind that you would get at the deli. It's not the packaged kind. It's like stuff they make fresh in house, or they say they make fresh in house. And then I just added 2 tablespoons of mayo, juice from a quarter lemon, and then I just like to kind of filter it through my hands so I don't get any seeds in there. A bunch of cracked black pepper, and then also some dill weed. And, you know, if you want it more saucy, obviously add more mayo. I don't need to. I think the salmon has enough juice in it, if that makes sense, enough moisture from all the fat content that it has. So I'm just going to put the salmon in a little dish, serve it with some tortilla chips and cucumbers on the side. And then whatever leftovers I have, I'm just going to keep in the stored container and have that over salads or just as a side item for lunches. Just have some tomatoes to go with my Mexican Caesar salad. I love tomatoes and Caesar salad. Every time I go to the restaurant, I order tomatoes. What do you do? Do you like tomatoes in your Caesar? So here is the Lobster Mac and Cheese with the Banza or Banza pasta, shells, white cheddar, and just some chunks of lobster in there. Also making some clarified butter for the crab legs. Decided not to make the greens, but we're gonna have a salad on the side. Look at these crab legs Chris grilled up with some butter. And me. And Taylor. Well, thanks for hanging out with me and letting me share with you how we made our own seafood festival at home. Moral of this story is don't let anyone ruin your plans and still make it how you want it to be.